Okay. Whew. Let's see. On top left, there's a node that says reduced spirit reserved for minions. Unlimited number of summoned totems. Totems reserve 100 spirit each. Spirit bond. No, that's not it. Search reserved. Search reserve. Not seeing it, buddy. That's the totem one. Reservation. I did reserve without an E. It should still show reservation. Minions have 12% reduced reservation. Oh, yeah, okay. I'm actually headed in that direction. Okay, all right. Alright, it's like every 3 seconds or so, this guy spawns lightning under me.
It's my power to wield.
You get a ranger pet with a chicken pet yours too, so I can name it Mukluk. New question, how do I know if I'm getting credit for the Twitch drops? You should see, first off, you do exclamation drops in my chat. I have a link to the web pages relevant to drop stuff if you want to double check your settings. But then you should see it like at the top of the chat window. I like how the back gas bomb arrow comes down from above, because when they're holding their shields up in front of them, they keep blocking my projectiles. But the gas bomb arrow goes like up and then down like a mortar, so it goes over it. Buck needs more dudes. It's true. I've only got like 5. I don't have that many dudes. Is this game like Vampire Survivors or V Rising? No, it's not. V Rising, V Rising, the only thing it has similar to V Rising is the camera angle. And it's funny because when I played V Rising, a lot of people asked me if it was like Diablo. And I was like, no, it just has the same camera angle. V Rising plays, like, V Rising structure is more like Terraria. You don't level up, you just beat enemy, get ability to make better gear, use better gear to beat next enemy. So it's, and then at a point, your gear stops getting better and you just have to get good. This game, there is very much gear and leveling and giant talent trees and all kinds of crazy stuff.
Oh
The
my,
Black Rib
what
Pit.
a gorgeous ride. I'm ready.
Oh no! Hopefully, I am still live on Twitch. I believe the game just crashed. Oh, well, let's see if it's kind enough to do what it did yesterday. Which is, yes, you're still here, okay. YouTube chat, you guys still read me? I think that was a game problem, not a computer problem, but I would like confirmation. You're live, but the game isn't. Thank you, Zork. Alright, so let's hop back into it. Alright, well that's the first problem we've had today on day 2 of the early access. Alright, hang on a second here and let me do this. Log back into Muk verification email. Now let's see if it keeps us where we were, or if we're like back in town or something. Look, we're in the middle of the boss fight, and his arm is raised. Watch. What? I don't know how they changed the system to where it does this now, but I love it. Dude, when my skeletons respawn, they die like instantly. See, right now, I don't have the ability to make any more corpses in this fight, so I'm just using my not corpse-related abilities. Which is basically Raging Spirits and one-shots and occasional gas bombs when my skeletons respawn. There was one. Oh my god. Wait. Oh, he got stunned. It interrupted the thing. I didn't even realize. Wow, I couldn't get a single shot from those skellies. Oh my gosh. Whew.
I suppose I am your better.
And again,
necromancer.
we crashed. Our game crashed in the middle of that
These should come in
fight.
handy.
But it put us right back where we were, which is very, very nice.
I think not.
That ball hurts. Yeah, I was trying, I was focusing on trying to get between the projectiles, but sometimes it would be like shots, shots, and then suddenly like this. Like I'd be between these two shots, and then the next one would come like right where I was and hit me.
The Countess has used corruption to resurrect Jamunra.
I'm off to sleep. Good night, Volko.
State with the beast. Thankfully, we have some idea what the Faradin intend.
Recharge. Oh my
We
god.
must reach Deshar as soon as possible. Whatever it takes.
Take your time. I'll unburden you.
So you're at 37% DR right now. That makes it 32, but better resistances. I think that's an upgrade.
Take your time, as you wish.
Let's see. Iron Mana Flask level 23. All right, take that.
Take care.
Go. Alright. Zarka.
These tusks are truly worthy of Robala's steed.
Uncut support down. Okay. Alright. If you killed them in a different order, would the reward change? Not sure. I am not sure. There was another fight in Act 1 with like a husband and wife ghost, and you had to fight both of them. And during, I fought the wife ghost, and then when I went to fight the boss, the guy, the husband, he occasionally called to her for help, and I'm wondering if the fight is reversed if you do them in the other order. Find a use for the relic. Okay, I haven't found a use for the relic yet. Alright, so let's take a look. So we just did the bone pits. I never found the Shrine of Bones, I guess. Let's see. Let's go back down here to the waypoint. Mark, what's up, buddy? How did you get a male witch? I wasn't able to change the character. It's not a male witch. We've definitely got the tatas. No, the classes are gender locked. They've each got their own story. Do any of you know, when an enemy is stunned, do they take more damage, or is it purely just crowd control? Warning for stream, if you change body armor MTX, it might show your player character naked for a moment. Oh boy! We're gonna see just how hard those artists work. Well, coming from watching most of your Guild Wars 2 content, how you like a PoE 2? Is it worth it for someone who never played PoE 1? If you like ARPGs, things like Grim Dawn, Diablo, any of the Diablos, Last Epoch, stuff like that, Path of Exile is an ARPG with a crazy amount of depth. Like, if you like to do character building and, you know, really design a character that can play in weird ways. Example, currently I'm summoning walls of fire and then flaming raging spirits come out of them and they run out. So I'm playing a pet build right now, but I'm using walls of fire to summon the pets. If enemies get close to me, I can impale them on this to stop them for a second, you know? Like, there's some really cool, unique ways of playing in the game. There's also this very, very massive talent tree that scares the hell out of people. So this game has more depth. Like, you can go, you know, deeper into the game in this, in PoE 1 or 2, than any other ARPG on the market. That doesn't mean you have to, you know, have a PhD in the game to enjoy it. Like, I played almost 2,000 hours of PoE 1, and I never beat some of the final bosses that they added in the late part, but still enjoyed the hell out of the game, and even made a few guides for the early game. So there's a lot to play and enjoy if you fancy it. That's not a talent tree, that's a galaxy. Game should be named Forest of Exile because of all the bleeping trees. Again, it's not for everyone, but 1.1 million people were signed into it last night. It's a lot of people love it. Thing is, like if you were to ask me right now, like, hey Muck, I want to play my first action RPG, what do you recommend? I would tell you, I would say Grim Dawn is amazing. Last Epoch is amazing. I do not currently recommend Diablo 4. But if you wish to play one, you know, Path of Exile 1 is free to play and has insane depth. But if you don't want that, then the others I said.
You know how games like Dark Souls are called Souls-likes? We really should start calling these top-down isometric ARPGs something. I think Exile-like has a good ring to it.
That's not where I thought you were going with that, but I get the joke. Alright, so like right now I'm getting chased, so I'm doing that spell. Whenever an enemy comes into contact with these bone spikes, they get a debuff called Pin, and if as it builds up, they get immobilized. So it's a way to get breathing room. And then if I set them on fire, ow, and then I drop, I order my skeleton archers to drop a gas arrow on them. The gas ignites and it does a big amount of damage. Oh my god, this guy's a lot of health. Dude, his energy shield keeps refilling. What the heck? Hold on, let's make some more zombies and stuff. Let's just throw more stuff at him. There we go. Let the bodies hit the floor. Much better. What's that charm? Grab that. This might be the event that I missed on this map that I was looking for. Nope, wrong button. I hit M for map sometimes, and that's not right. Does that look grayed out to you guys? I think this was the Shrine of Bones. I think we got that done. Chip around. Believe he is laying in a sunbeam upstairs right now, doing cat things. Okay. Let's go back to town. We got what our goal was there. That's done. One of the division heads at Blizzard works on D4 said ARPGs. Like, yeah. The joke there, for those that don't know, when PoE 2 was about to come out, the one of the bigwigs at Diablo 4 tweeted that you know, everybody always says Souls-likes for Souls games. That maybe these top-down isometric action RPGs should be called Diablo-likes, which is which is like stunning. That, like, as Path of Exile 2 is having a launch, that they're acting like that, right? Well, I say they, this guy, right? Let me show you something else to compare that to. Last Epoch, another competitor in the action RPG space, all right? Here was them yesterday. On behalf of all of us here at 11th Hour Games, congratulations Grinding Gear Games on the early access launch of PoE 2. And you know what? Because the staff here love action RPGs, they're probably at home playing it this weekend and having a blast and getting good ideas to improve their game too. So this is how this company acts. And then there was the guy at Blizzard who was just like, oh, well, they should call that game a Diablo-like because they copied us. And it was just like, bruh, come on. You didn't even work at Blizzard when they made the good Diablo game. Shut up. Seriously.
Quickly.
Need something? No need to rush. As you wish.
Let's see. Grant skill level 7 Bone Blast. Turns to chance to inflict reading. Ritual uses 1 meter duration, 1 second. Conjure a circle that lasts for short duration. When the duration ends, spikes of bone erupt from enemies in the area, damaging him and possibly bleeding. That's kind of cool. That's kind of neat. I would like to try it out. Alright. And then, what is this? Lightning bolts. Is it Zarka can disenchant? Let's use that. Oh, what is this? Thawing Charm. Gives you immunity to freeze, kicks in when you become frozen, recharges when you kill monsters. Oh, I will take one of those. I will take one of those. Did they remove the link sockets on gear? There is gear that has sockets. It's some other system I haven't really learned yet. But the way that skill gems work is they just go over here, and then you put the supports right there to the side of them. So like, where's one I'm not using much? All right, it's like this one. I could take this out, and then there it is. Or I can, you know, put it back there and then put support gems, you know, right there next to it, for example. So it kind of feels like it gives me more freedom on my gear, is that I'm not confined to just worrying about sockets. What many people don't get is that Souls-like doesn't define the genre, it defines difficulty. I don't know if I agree with that, because then you end up with games that have nothing to do with Souls-like combat being called Souls-likes. Game journalists do that all the time. Like, oh my gosh, this is the Elden Ring of Street Fighter, and you're just like, huh? Like, what did you just say? What do you, the Elden, what? You know, they get the weird stuff. For me, a Souls-like is a game that is very difficult. It is expected I'm going to die 100 times. Maybe whenever I rest at the bonfire, all of the enemies are going to respawn. You might have to run back to pick up your XP, and if you don't, you can lose it all, stuff like that. That's typically what I expect when I read Souls-like. Okay, so we're gonna do something here. So there. That's what I'm saying, mug difficulty, not gentle. Not genre. Diablo didn't even invent that bloody genre of game. Yoshi Okiya did in the 80s. Really? Just... Now, to be clear, I never said that I invented... I never said that Blizzard invented that genre. But I will also say the oldest example of it I knew of was Diablo 1.
Of a once great culture.
So you might be teaching me something new.
Adorable.
Do you play mouse and keyboard? I'm playing mouse and keyboard. WASD movement, mouse for aiming. Oh yeah, the ritual thing. Alright, so that's this new wand casts Bone Blast. So it's like a delayed boom. Not sure if it's strong enough to keep using it. Yeah, I think I'll go back to this one. Yeah, that's cool to try out. This one, when you shoot through the firewall, the shots ignite, and so it does way more damage. I feel like even an easy Souls-like is a Souls-like. To me, it's the bonfires, very rhythmic fights, especially bosses with dodges and counters and parries makes them. Yeah, like, I feel like a Souls-like doesn't even have to be like a 3D game. Like, there are games that are just, like, incredibly simple, but it's still about, like, blocking and dodging and timing. Maybe corpse runs, bonfires, things like that. You're expected to die multiple times. You have to get good to beat the boss, stuff like that. That's typically what I expect when I see Souls-like. But it's also true, if you like one Souls-like, that doesn't mean you're gonna like all of them. Like, I have played and full cleared like half a dozen Souls-likes, but I hated Sekiro. No, I mean, okay, I hated is a strong word. I didn't care for Sekiro. And mainly it was just because it had like almost no class customization. You were dude with sword, the end.